The one thing I wanted to ask you is if you could, sitting here now in 2023, you've been here for 8 years now. If you could go back and give yourself advice in 2015 when you're walking in to take the job, what piece of advice would you tell yourself?
That's a good one. I'm going to be honest with you. Everybody says, hiring your staff is probably the hardest thing to do, right? And the best piece of advice I'd give any young coach going into this is, people always said, when you come in, just clear house, get rid of everybody, including EJ. I could have got he's untouchable. But
can't fire him.
Can't fire him. But they said just kind of hey, get your guys in there, and that's. That's somebody's life. And probably if I had to go back again, I probably would have just maybe cleaned house faster than I did. I took some time on some things, and then some guys, there's turnover at times when you don't want turnover.
Yeah.
And they weren't guys maybe that were so loyal to me that maybe I just should have just cleaned house that way. And I probably should have been more involved in every hire. And, as a head coach, I've never been that power hungry where I say, hey, I'm going to hire every assistant on our staff. I've kind of, I know the defense, and I'm not a guy that's going to say I know offense, and I know the tight end room, and this is the best tight end coach. And then someone's going to say, well, I like that tight end coach better. So I try to give our coaches ownership. And the first time you try to give your coordinators ownership on, hey, who they want to hire on the staff. And, if I had to go back again, it's pretty simple. I guess maybe the one thing I wasn't prepared for is I was always looking at defense. I was the head coach of the defense, and I never saw what was going on the offensive end of the field. Yeah. But to me, it's the same thing I've been doing on the defense field, and probably could have done a better job of hiring better teachers maybe at times that did exactly what I want. But offensively, I kind of let Coach Jim Chaney, who's a guru. Why not let Jim Chaney hire the staff? But we maybe made a couple mistakes there that I regret and go, man, I could have got that. And it comes down to teachers.
Yeah. Real quick, I want to let you in on a secret of how I keep my face so clean. Our sponsor, Caldera Lab, has changed the game for me with their skincare products. Skincare isn't just for girls anymore, it's for the guys too. And if you're not on the skincare trend, what are you doing? I was never a big lotion guy until I got a little bit older. I'm 28 now. You got to take care of the skin. Caldera Lab came to my rescue, and I've never felt better. I love Caldera Lab, and now you can too at calderalab.com/Adam B for 20% off.
And I always tell this story in recruiting. When we hired a new O-line coach, Dave Borbley, after about 3 years, I was looking for a technician, someone who could develop that room, Adam. And again, I had learned after 3 years that I know what a teacher is, right? Yeah. I got an education degree, I got a master's degree. I need a guy that can just teach me something. It doesn't matter whether it's a D lineman, a linebacker, or a running back, or an offensive lineman. So, I let Coach Chaney kind of take control of hey, who do you like? Yeah. I'll check the box as far as people, because it comes down to hiring the right people. And we had, we had great people, put it that way. They were all great, but were they the teachers that you needed or that I wanted to develop our team? Yeah. And at times, and that's no disrespect to anybody. It's just like I want the teaching done the way I want it done, and that was one thing. But when we hired Dave Borbley, it's probably the thing that I thought that we nailed it was he was a great teacher. And in 5 minutes of his interview, I took him out on the field. I said, I want to see you coaching, not sitting on a board drawing, formation and who's blocking who, but we put him in gym shorts, gave him a pair of Pitt shorts and Pitt t-shirts, said, coach us up. Yeah. And after 5 minutes, I said, that's my guy. That guy can teach.
That's awesome.
And to me, it's about teaching. That's what we're doing. We're all teachers. Yeah. And probably learn that, so, just hiring the staff and how you did it, how you went about it, and then how are you going to hire teachers?